They're nice sallies you've got there. Have a good ride, guys.
Just dragging. Allez, la destination, le tour de Folly Hill.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm in Hernhill in Kent, and behind me is Holly Hill, the tallest hill in all of Kent. And I also have today with me my friend Harry. Hello Harry.
Nice to see you again. How are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
not
good.
bad.
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So at the top of this,
fun.
at the top of this hill is a abandoned tower, which was a folly for a local dignitary, and neither of us been to it. You're a bit of an outdoorsman as well. We're going to see what we can find.
I believe urbex is the word we're looking for.
Possibly. Anyway, should we go?
Yes, let's go.
Cool. Transition. Right, so we're only about what 10 minutes
walk,
into
5 minute walk's not even that.
Yeah, we've only walked from the car. We've already seen across the way Essex, Isle of Sheppey, and you can see the Medway Gateway, can't you?
and also I think if we were to go a bit further up and a bit higher, I think we'd be able to see the QE2 crossing.
You probably would, because the thing is that this folly was built because the landowner they owned a shipping company.
Okay.
And he lived up here and he wanted to be able to see his ships coming in and out of London to keep an eye on them.
Talk about a man who has lots of money.
Well, I do it.
Knew what to do with his capital.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, speak, so probably.
We're only 5 minutes in, but we've already seen something behind us that we've got to go and check out.
And there's also a tyre over there as well.
We're definitely having to go on the tyre swing.
The inner child must come out.
We're doing it.
The inner child must come out. Here in the wood as well, because if you look at the woods and how dry it is, we could probably tell how long this has been here, and also the fact that the wood's dead. Some of this has also been clearly made as well quite recently, because this knot looks quite well. It's not as well, very well tied as well. So,
well, do you want to tell everyone what you do voluntarily? Because...
So I'm actually a scout leader. So, well, not a scout leader, explorer leader. And for all the older amongst your viewers, a more adventure leader, pretty much. So we do this kind of thing all the time, and I love it. And so, oh wow, they've even made like a little bed thing. I need to go into this.
There's a YouTuber called Kent Survival.
Yes.
And he quite often comes out into places like this and stays overnight, and he'll do a camping thing.
We've done that plenty of times. We need to do that.
Oh no, we're doing that.
We need to do that. Packing up, get a survival bag. You're sorted. That's all you need. Stay warm.
Actually, this is the thing. There is a video coming up in the summer that I want to do, which is camping on a beach overnight. Actually, you can see it from across here. Funnily enough, where I did my first video, which is Sheerness, because you've got right to camp there, and I think that'd be a cool video. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. I'm gonna see what how easy this wood is. So that looks like that's been. I'm gonna get a sample of that wood and have a little look at it.
So you're gonna have a look at that. I'm going for the tyre swing.
Go it. The rope is first.
Yeah, you try it first.
Don't worry, it's fine. See how strong this rope is first. If I fall off, you're getting the 250 quid from you being framed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh. Yeah, that's good. It's got a bit of strength to it, but I wouldn't trust that rope.
I'm still having a go.
Yeah, you still have a go, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't trust how much flex that rope's got in it though. That's very.
Oh, I'm going to hit the ground.
The inner kid is coming out.
Oh, you're pushing me, right?
I'd be more than happy to, but if you fall off, I will laugh and cry.
Yeah, let's do it. Hang on. Oh, it's full of water.
Probably gone stagnant as well.
Probably.
Lovely. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. Cannonball.
Alright. Try again.
I've got to watch this. Just drag it. It'll be like Tarzan.
That was fun while it lasted.
Allez, la destination, le tour de Folley Hill.
And for us that don't speak French,
Onwards to Folley Hill.
let's do it. No, it's fine. You come on, go. Come on, you guys, come on by. Sorry? It's alright, we'll step back.
They're not stallions you got there.
Yeah, have a good ride, guys. Cool, so we're getting pretty close apparently. It's just up the way there. We've met a couple of locals, dog walkers, horse riders, that's cool. But getting a bit hot, aren't we?
Yes.
So your jumper's off, time off. And I think that's a good place to put in
A drink.
this week's sponsor. No, we're not sponsored. There's a Buy Me a Coffee page, link down below, just in case you want to donate anything to the channel to help me make more videos in the future.
Do it.
Because all of these videos come completely out of my own money and the goodwill of my friends. And if there is anyone who would like to sponsor me, message me on Instagram. I'll put a link down for that below as well. But yeah, we're nearly there. Keep watching. Should be there in a few minutes.
Indeed.
So we're at the top of the hill and we nearly missed it. It's honestly,
Thank God.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's just peeking out through the trees behind us there. Should we go look?
I think Bear Grylls will be proud of us.
Let's go find it.
Let's do it.
Now, we knew when we did our research, we'd be right off the beaten track, but we're not even on a path now. We're just having to go through the foliage.
Channeling our inner survival techniques.
But yeah, I mean, literally, there is very little of a path, but we're getting there. We're just about to get to the base of it.
Oh wow. Okay, this is cool.
It's been here for 100 years and the house that was built here is gone. This is the only thing that's left.
Wow.
But that's, I mean, we're in the middle of the woods.
It's completely isolated.
I say, this is literally the middle and back end of nowhere. There's nothing for miles.
No.
And it doesn't look like it's been left, but it's 100 years old and was abandoned at the early part of the 20th century.
Spoiler warning though.
What?
Spray paint.
Oh, well, it's an old building. It's going to happen.
Oh my. So high as well.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what's that? 3 stories?
I think at best if you're counting the ground floor 2 plus a viewing platform at the top.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the brickwork,
well, yeah, you can see where the floors used to be. So yeah, there's a window up there, and then there'd have been another floor at the top. So that's even to the top of the tower would have been
the thing that
but you can see how the person who owned this. Yeah, they built this so that they could literally sit here and be like, look how much money I've got, and sit up the top and watch their ships going in and out of the Thames. It's crazy.
It just shows, like I said earlier, people who invest capital in good things always end up by creating beautiful things.
Well, yeah.
The unfortunate thing is obviously the etchings that have been left for years, and also most likely of teenagers who have got bored.
But actually, what you, the viewers, might not know is that I started life out as a bricklayer, and you'd be surprised how often bricklayers and builders and things like that will leave marks on buildings, whether it's just to say I built this and they'll put it underneath the foundation, or there'll be markings for datums and things like that. And yes, you know, this is a lot of graffiti.
I'm very, very tempted actually to go slightly against my morals and actually put my name down in this.
No.
It's quite nice, but
look, we've got dates here. I mean, look, we've got a date here from 1972 and 2005 over there.
for those of conspiracy theorists, so it's Illuminati confirmed. Confirmed. I'm just going to get a photo for the memes.
We'll put that on. It was a good bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that it's one of those places which should stay hidden, but where very little people know about it.
This is why I've not put any directions in. Sorry,
Absolutely.
guys. As you can see, it's started raining, so we're heading away from the town now. But it's not the end of the video. We're gonna pop to the old Neptune in Whitstable, have a pint, have a chat, and go through the history of it because we didn't have a chance to. So
unfortunately, because God didn't like us. Sadly.
So please don't click off. And yeah, there will be a little bit more to this video, just going into the depths of what we found out is called Dawes Tower.
Perfect.
Cool.
Right.
Beer.
Indeed.
Cool. So do you want to take this off, or shall I?
I'll take this off. So that was an interesting piece of exploration, wasn't it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you for coming out for me today. It's been a good laugh.
More than happy to.
Good. And Harry is actually going to be appearing in a few more videos in the future.
Indeed, I am.
We've got one that we've had planned out for about a year now. Where we're going to do a car versus public transport race. And I know we've not talked about it in massive depth, but I was thinking if we did like coast to coast, we're literally being watched by people out in the kitchen. I can see them looking through.
Right.
I think someone's coming out to talk to us.
That's all right.
So yeah, that'll get cut.
Yeah, indeed it will.
But yeah, I was thinking if we did Broadstairs to Penzance, that way we could do
Broadstairs to Penzance. That would be interesting.
That could be fun.
That would be very interesting.
But yeah, so we said that we do a. If you want to see that, obviously, click subscribe and keep tuned because that's going to be a fun video along with a few other things.
Absolutely,
should be fun. But we've got some information down here on my phone.
Indeed.
About
got to have your research already.
About the tower. So it's called Dawes Tower and was built in the late part of, did we say the 18th century?
I think it was late Victorian,
yeah.
like early 1900s.
Yeah. And yeah, he literally used it to view the waters that we have behind us right now. For to those of you who aren't in Kent, this is the North Kent coast. Yeah, we are in Whitstable. Behind us is the old Neptune pub, but
would heavily recommend if you're in for a pint.
I'm down for that. It's pretty good. But what you can't see is just on the other side of the Isle of Sheppey is the mouth of the Thames estuary, and he had a very successful shipping company, which he used the tower for to view his ships coming in and out of the estuary, so that he could keep an eye on if they were running on time. But he also had a very successful, I suppose, farm.
He had a farm which was attached to a mansion, which was obviously from his family fortunes, and was part of his aristocracy, if you will, if I'm allowed to use that word.
Yeah, well, he was.
He was aristocracy, so it made sense for him to have his own viewing platform to see his own cargo and freight being brought in. So he invested that capital. So this goes down to also my job.
Harry's an accountant.
So yeah, so within that, it also makes sense. It also makes sense that he invested the capital into his business to then see what he can do with that. From which then he built where he can see his own investments coming in and out.
Which makes sense. I mean, we've got trackers today, haven't we?
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
you've got fleets of vehicles and ships going out. Yeah. Keep an eye out on them on GPS. And
however, for the younger of our viewers, that was the equivalent of looking at something like Freight Flight Radar 22 or 24. Sorry. For the younger of the viewers, I don't know obviously whether we've got any of those younger viewers. I don't know what you.
I'm not sure. Do you know what? Weirdly, I've been looking. I've got quite a few people looking in America.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Hi.
Hello from across the pond.
Hello from the hello our Atlantic partners.
But yeah, he was very well loved within the local area, and I think, did they say there's 3 memorials at the local church? So there's a plaque, there's a stained glass window.
He must have been invested in the local community as well, which is really nice to see.
He was considered a very charitable and giving man, considering his wealth, and he employed quite a lot of the local area.
Not all rich men are selfish,
but he included quite a lot of the local population.
Exactly.
Through employing them, and people were very gracious to him because although he had money, he invested
everything
back into where he's
he invested his business, and he invested within his he's invested his own capital for the well-being of his business, which was a good idea, and it helped.
Yeah. Any other facts coming to your mind?
Apart from the facts, obviously, from what you were telling me, and obviously from when we've looked at this at the very limited articles, which is good because it doesn't.
Yeah, there's not a lot of history, is there? There's a lot of local rumour around it.
Yeah, and the fact that it was used as a communication tower during World War II.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah,
was quite an amazing feat because with how hidden it was, and obviously during the political ramblings of the time, it was quite well hidden. So unlike one which is very close to here and was more modern, it's quite well hidden. So the SS forces and Hitler's forces and the Axis forces would have had a hard time trying to find it.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. I mean, there is even a lot of speculation that it was used in helping to relay messages in the evacuation of Dunkirk. Yeah. But yeah, it's got a couple of different names. So Hernhill Tower or Dawes Tower, because it was erected by the Dawes family. Hello, dog.
Oh, we're currently sat at a pub, so you probably didn't hear that.
If we will sit on a bench at the beach. But yeah, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else. But
it doesn't have very much history, though, does it? I tried doing a little bit of research.
But I kind of like that because it's almost shrouded in mystery. You've got a little bit just to keep you interested, but not so much that you don't sit there and go, "Well, why?"
What's it? It's quite so well hidden that there's actually that sort of investment and sort of seeing where these little oddities of the world are. And so it's almost a piece of plain history which isn't very well documented, but there's a lot around it if you know where to look.
Yeah. Anyway,
it was an interesting little find, and actually, urban exploring is probably the best thing that you could do within to find little bits of history like this.
I've thoroughly enjoyed today.
It was great.
Yeah, we came up a little unsure of whether we'd even be able to get to the thing because we were asking people on local forums saying, we want to go visit this.
How do we get to it? There wasn't very much response, was there?
Well,
in terms of people who knew where it was.
Yeah, that, and a couple of people who even said, well, you can't visit it, it's on private property. Which, by the way, we saw nothing to indicate that it was. It was all on public right-of-ways.
And for those who are international, there's something called Ordnance Survey. We have maps that are very well documented, and we can and our new laws in the UK are very good at denoting what's private and what's not.
Yeah.
And so it was on a public right-of-way. It was in public area. We did no trespassing.
Yeah, and never would we either. Like, we were very conscious coming into this that if there were signs saying that you can't get here, then it's a failed video, and that's it.
But thankfully, it wasn't.
Yeah,
and actually, it was nice seeing little bits of history. And I think I'm definitely looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, no,
that'd be fun.
Well, I was just going to cap out with saying thank you so much for coming down today. Really enjoyed it, and
I'm happy to do it again, my friend.
You're going to be seeing a lot more of Harry. He's going to be coming along on quite a few videos that we're doing, and there may even be a few more people coming on as regular faces. I want to try and grow the channel as much as I can. And it's nice to have people to bounce off of because a lot of my videos
are on similar interest levels as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of my videos have just been me talking to the camera and being like, "Hello, I'm in this place," and actually to go and do it with other people is. So yeah, if you want to see more of that, obviously keep in tune with the channel. And Harry, when you're not coming out doing videos with me, where can people find you?
You can find me via Instagram. So via Instagram on my socials, I tend to do rail travel, but I'm branching out a little bit. Get the pun there. And you can find me on Instagram, which I'm sure Joe will plug in his
I will, but feel free to
It's Harry Smith 737373 on Instagram.
That's a lot of 3 and 7s.
Yes, I know. Those who are rail spotters and aviation people will get that.
You are very niche with that. I will give you that. And
Those who are nerds basically will get that.
And of course, if you've enjoyed today's video, click down here to subscribe. Click around for all more videos, and check out my links in the description below.
Until turn on your notifications, by the way.
Until then, see you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.